The war with Iran is now expanding into another crucial strait in the Middle East. Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen are now threatening to use force in a strait just south of its border, blocking ships from exporting Saudi oil, which could further escalate gas prices. And this all comes as U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is now asking lawmakers for nearly $90 billion to continue funding this war. Christiane Cordero has our coverage in Washington.
Today, top Pentagon leaders have a multi-billion-dollar ask on Capitol Hill.
This request is an urgent, necessary injection of resources to address the immediate needs of our department.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is vouching for the administration's $87.6 billion request in supplemental funding, $67.1 of which would go to the Defense Department. Part of that would pay for the Iran war. The Pentagon today identified a third U.S. service member killed over the weekend in the Middle East. Army Sergeant Michael Emmanuel Swinton of North Carolina was killed during a controlled drone detonation in Iraq. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he believes the war's objective has been met and that it's time to, quote, wrap it up.
It is a very important objective that I believe we've achieved to ensure that the largest sponsor of terrorism does not have a nuclear weapon. Now we got to wrap it up.
The war in Iran is in fact ramping up. Back and forth airstrikes are expanding across the region, and now the Iranian-backed Houthis in Yemen are threatening to block Saudi oil from crossing the strait that connects the Red Sea to the Indian Ocean. The White House says it's monitoring.
Front in the war. What happens? So far, it hasn't happened. Might happen, but we take care of things. If something like that happens, we take care of it.
Among the things expected to be covered under the $87.6 billion request from the White House, $21 billion for munitions and roughly $17 billion for what the Pentagon calls operational costs. It does not include costs associated with repairing the bases overseas hit by Iran. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And AAA now says the national average for a gallon of regular gas is over $4. That is up slightly from Monday as the U.S. and Iran continue to trade strikes. And it's now raising concerns about a broader regional conflict like you just heard. So closer to home, AAA says diesel is now averaging about $5.14 a gallon. And experts say higher diesel costs can put inflationary pressure on all goods moved by semi-trucks across the country.